As with any wedding, photos are incredibly important, making sure you get the right photographer. So we have Dan Harris, who owns Dan Harris Photo Art, who will be out at the Renaissance Hotel in St. Augustine at the World Golf Village for the premiere of Bridal Expo, which is your baby, which is your event. She's got the whole thing planned. So tell us what we can expect from you.
So the best part about the bridal show is you get to actually meet the vendors and talk to them. The photographer is going to be an important part of your wedding because they're going to be with you the whole day.
Right.
And the trick to photography is you've got to be able to cover a live event without being an interruption of it. And sometimes it requires some good personality. There's a lot of personalities involved in a wedding, and sometimes we become the buffer, so to speak, in getting the pictures taken in the least amount of time without interrupting the wedding plan or the day. The unique thing that we have to offer is we do our own wedding albums. Over the years, we've perfected and learned how to make our own wedding albums.
Let's take a look at some of this. This is beautiful. When I saw some of the pictures, I was like, wow, that is really great photography.
We actually have a U.S. patent on the actual process on how this is made, and it's called heirloom photo art. And these are actually fingerprint-proof, waterproof, tested not to fade for 300 years.
Okay, now before you do this, I want to make sure we get the cameras ready to do this. This is actually, you're going to do a demonstration here. And what are we going to be showing folks?
So basically, this is a finish on it. It's a UV coating that allows you to, if someone were to spill water on it or something, it's not going to hurt the album. It easily wipes off.
Unbelievable.
Because what we learned over the years is shortly after the wedding, you end up with a 2-year-old with felt tip markers.
Wants to see mommy and daddy's big day, and there we go.
And they love the album, but of course, and then so we were, in the old days, we were having to repair some of the albums, and so we developed this process so that we have less of that problem.
This is amazing. And let's look at some of that particular album. Now that's beautiful. Where was this? You must have been at a wedding. They had it outside there.
Yeah. So this is more of a country type wedding, which is real popular now. This is like an old saddle.
Like an authentic, cowboy
journal.
Saddle.
Yeah, journal. And so this works great with the country type weddings. And then we have the all kinds of different finishes. Like I said, we actually print these in-house, and then we ship them up to New York to be bound.
I love that.
And so depending on whatever the style is of your wedding, we can get it taken care of and match your event.
I love, and you've got kind of a laid-back, chill personality. I can kind of see that. So this would be good for, a bride or somebody that's really going to be stressed out. They need like a little voice of calm.
Yeah, and a lot of times I find ourselves at the wedding will, a lot of times I'll say, I'm glad I'm not the wedding planner. But a lot of times I'll tell the bride too, I'll say, look, it's your day, this is important, you take the time you need. So a lot of times I'll give them little tips along the way to make it smooth. I had a bride spill wine on her dress.
Oh, no.
A guest bumped her. It was red wine.
Oh.
She was crying. She was all upset. And I said to her, well, what's really the problem? She says, well, the problem is it's going to ruin my photos. I said, no, it won't. You will not see a drop of wine on any photo we take.
Is that because you knew how you would be able to shoot it and crop it out so that she would look her best?
And also, we're going to edit them. We'll edit every picture from every wedding and make sure that it does look its best.
So that really just comes with expertise. Yep. How many years have you been doing this?
We've been doing weddings in Jacksonville for over 20 years. Okay. We've shot more than 750 weddings. So I always joke that if we see something at your wedding that we've never seen, that would be thrilling, but it so seldom happens. The bride gets all upset about something that so often is something that no one's going to notice or see.
This is great.
One of the funniest ones we did is one of the groomsmen lost the groom's ring.
Oh, no.
And so now they're panicking. And so I said, just use one of the other groomsmen's rings. Just use someone else's wedding ring for the ceremony, and we'll find it, and then we'll put it back on later. So they borrowed a ring, and they did the vows, and they later found the ring was left in the bathroom.
Somebody was stressed out, nervous, and didn't think about it.
Yeah, so they found it. But the funniest photo of the whole wedding is they're coming down the aisle after the wedding ceremony, and the ring was so big that it's hanging from the groom's finger. So I told the bride we could edit that out.
Yeah.
She said, no, let's leave that. We'll be one of the few people that know to look at that. The ring is so big it's hanging down.
And it's a great story, and it actually happened, so it's part of their big day.
Yeah, but yet most of the guests didn't even know that. And I said, if you as the bride doesn't get upset and doesn't make a big deal of it, most people aren't going to know that.
Okay, this is so great, and he's one of many we're going to get to see out there.
Absolutely.
All right, and you have a special that you...
Yes. So at the bridal show, we not only we're giving 25% off all of our services, but we're also giving away a free wedding album.
Wow.
So you can sign up at the bridal show to get this album.
And it's one of the wedding albums that is water is impenetrable.
Yeah,
okay.
And it includes the design and the layout. We can do it from our pictures or from your pictures.
Okay.
And this, we're giving it. We're signing up at the bridal show, and then on Tuesday we're doing the drawing for it. It's a $750 value.
Wow, it looks great. All right, and remember, this is Dan Harris with Dan Harris Photo Art. So go out and check him out. Listen, thank you so much for coming in.
You bet.
All right, now don't leave, because coming up we're going to be speaking with Carlton McGee. He's the owner of McGee Entertainment. He'll discuss the DJ business and what's involved with all the music for your wedding. We'll be right back.